Again, like I said, our first article is about Lindsey Graham's abortion bill. And I mean, Lindsey Graham has got to be one of the stupidest fucking Congress, or is he a senator or a Congress? Whatever he is, he's one of the stupidest motherfuckers in Washington, dude. Come on. Like the Republicans and the right are hurting hard from pushing this just super unpopular shit and making the super unpopular stuff into law. You know what I mean? I definitely think stuff like this is going to hurt the Republicans in the long term. The majority of Americans do believe in abortion rights. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get into the article. Graham proposes 15-week abortion bill dividing Republicans ahead of midterm election. This article is by Alex Rogers and Manu Raju from CNN. All right. Senator Lindsey Graham introduced on Tuesday a bill that would ban abortions after 15 weeks of pregnancy, the most significant proposal by Republicans in Congress to curtail the procedure since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade 3 months ago. Senate Democratic candidates immediately tried to link their Republican opponents to Graham's bill, but the South Carolina Republican defended his legislation as a bulwark against late-term abortions. And again, the Democrats know that anti-abortion measures are unpopular. It goes against everything that the right claim that they care about freedom. You know, like they say that they're the party of freedom, but they're the exact opposite, man. They're the party of fucking insane, backwards Christian nationalism, man. And this is the result of that, and the result of their scheming to get in their little minority rule and get the brownie points with their base. And it may have worked with their base, you know, where they like the real hardcore, hard right Republicans feel like they're getting their objectives passed. But the way that Republicans win the vast majority of the time is subverting the democratic process. You know what I mean? And it usually works to their favor, but there's enough Republicans who aren't extreme, who aren't hardliners on abortion, that it's kind of shaken up the political landscape going forward into the elections. Because before the abortion ban, or before Roe v. Wade got overturned, it looked like the Democrats were going to have a fucking bloodbath, like they were going to get wiped out in the House and the Senate. But after Roe v. Wade got overturned, and as well as some really crazy fucking stunts in the House where Democrats had advanced bills trying to enshrine the right to gay marriage and enshrine the right to contraceptive. And some of those people, I mean, a good majority of the Republicans voted against the right to contraception. That's voting against the right to having freaking condoms. So unless you're like a fucking Amish person who like is stuck in 1852, like who the hell is for that? You know what I mean? Like they're vastly overplaying their hand, I think, you know. Lindsey Graham is a miserable old man. I'm guessing you meant man, and you are correct, dude. And I'm like, I mean, I was gonna say don't like gossip, but I love gossip, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I am like almost 100% positive that Lindsey Graham is like a closet homosexual, bro. He said, Twitter, Project Lincoln. Let me check this shit out, bro. Let's see what's up. Lindsey Graham. Here, let me put it up. Shit. Let me do it so you can actually fucking see it. But no, I was gonna say, dude, Lindsey Graham is like, I'm almost 100% positive that this dude is gay. There was this guy on Twitter who was like a gay prostitute, and he said that Graham used to hire him frequently when he was in Washington, and that he has like a little mole on his asshole, and he's like, oh, that's just my little kiss mark. like I don't know, dude. Just this whole vibe is like, okay, that dude's a closet homosexual. He's doing all this shit to try to just project his own insecurities out into the world, bro. That's just my personal opinion. I know that's just some fucking hot gossip, but whatever, bro. Let me check out this video that you showed me. And let me make sure that you can hear the desktop audio. There you go. There you go.
And you know how you make America great again? tell Donald Trump to go to hell.
I think he's crazy.
Donald is like being shot in the head. If Donald Trump cares to banner my party, I think it taints
I already know where this is going, bro. The dick sucking of Trump is about to commence.
conservatism for generations to come.
The leader of the Republican Party, Donald Trump. He's the most consequential Republican since Ronald Reagan.
He's a race-baiting, xenophobic, religious bigot. No, I don't think
True,
he's a xenophobic,
based.
race-baiting, religious bigot. You know what concerns me about the American press is this endless attempt to label the guy as some kind of kook, not fit to
Jesus
be
fucking
president.
I
Christ,
think he's
man.
a kook. He's not fit to be president of the United States.
He's a jacket.
I don't even understand how Lindsey Graham is still in office, dude. Like, for real. Like, he's just so obviously doesn't give a fuck about anybody except himself and his career, man. He views it as a career, and he goes whichever way the wind blows. Like the video you just saw, man. Like, I guess the fucking right wingers. They need their kind of like fucking Southern dandy, you know what I mean, to be in office to represent, I guess. Who knows, bro? Well, let's get back into the article. Shit. So yeah, here's where we left off. Senate Democratic candidates immediately tried to link their Republican opponents to Graham's bill. Oh shit, let me bring up chat. And you said, sorry, I have too many of these. Oh, you're good, bro. This is what it's all about, baby. Is that fucking content, man. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in, bro. And like I said, I'm going to be streaming every day. If you're not already followed, go ahead and give me a follow, bro. I'm on YouTube. Subscribe. Just search Procast. All that shit. We're going to be going through articles, watching videos, trying to fucking educate ourselves and just have some fun, man. You know how it is. So yeah, Senate Democratic candidates immediately tried to link their Republican opponents to Graham's bill, but the South Carolina Republican defended his legislation as a bulwark against late-term abortions. I think the Democrats made a huge mistake. Oh, hell yeah. There we go, bro. I'm not even mad I got interrupted. Fuck yeah. Thanks for the follow, man. I really appreciate it. As a side note, I got to change the fucking sound so I can't hear it, because every time I'm reading an article and someone follows, I'm just like, huh? But anyway, I think the Democrats made a huge mistake in introducing legislation in Washington that would basically allow abortion up to the moment of birth, Graham told CNN. Now we have an alternative to that. In May, the Senate failed to advance a Democratic bill establishing a federal right to terminate a pregnancy until fetal viability, or later if there's a risk to the pregnant patient's life or health. Fetal viability occurs around 22 to 24 weeks in pregnancy. Graham's bill, which has no chance of passing in a Democratic-controlled Senate, provides exceptions for abortions required to protect the life of the mother, and if the woman becomes pregnant through rape or incest. How good and noble of him. He's banning a life-saving procedure only if something happens that he doesn't like, as usual with these fucking right-wing weirdos, bro. And I really don't understand why he would be pushing something like this into Congress right now, or I should say the Senate right now, because of just how much the Republican Party is getting beat down in these elections, man. I mean, granted, they still might take the House. That's kind of like up in the air. But in terms of the Senate, and from the polls that I've seen and the news that I've like read and seen, there's no way they're getting the Senate. And shit like this just it's the Democrats' bread and butter, man. The progressives' bread and butter, because it's something that's easy to point to and say to the common voter, like, these guys don't give a shit about you. They don't care about your rights. Vote for the people who don't take your rights away. We may not do shit for you, but at least we don't take anything away. And I mean, Biden has been a nominally better president than like the past Democrats. I'll give him that, but it's only because there's so much pressure politically from the left now. So hey, let's fucking keep it up, and hopefully he does some more base shit, like fucking canceling some student debt and shit, you know? But like I said, the doing shit like this only hurts the Republican Party, and shit, man, I'm all here for it, you know? Fuck them. Senate Republicans were slow on Tuesday to embrace Graham's plan. I'll look at it, said Florida Senator Rick Scott, who chairs the Senate GOP campaign committee. So there you go, man. They know, the smart Republicans know that this shit is just does not fly with the average person. So now they're trying to backpedal and be like, oh, well, maybe late-term abortion, and oh, well, maybe let's let the state decide, and blah, 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 blah. Now they're not as gung-ho about we're the moral center of the United States, and the people want what we want, and we want them to fucking go back to the Stone Age, you know? Like, so yeah, they know what's up, and they're just playing the political game, man. Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson, who was in a tough re-election race, would not directly answer when asked if he backs Graham's bill. Johnson said abortion law should be decided by we the people in the 50 states. Just like I said, man, you know, they're just finding any kind of little excuse to not answer the question and not appear like a fucking lunatic. The Supreme Court decision resurrected Wisconsin's abortion ban, which was passed in 1849. Come on, man. Have we not moved past this shit? Apparently not, man. Apparently not. South Dakota Senator John Thune, the GOP whip, defended the new legislation, saying it will give GOP candidates a place to land as they get hammered by Democrats on the issue. He said most Republicans favor abortion restrictions. Let's see here. You got another little tweety tweet for me? Let's check it out, man. My favorite Southern dandy.
If you can't admire Joe Biden as a person, then it's probably you got a problem.
Another thing with Lindsey Graham too is I don't know if it's just me, but this dude be looking high as fuck, dude. Look how red his fucking eyes are. I don't know if I'm tripping, but shit. I mean, hey, you do you, I guess. Besides the abortion shit.
Probably you got a problem. You need to do some self-evaluation. Because what's not to like?
Listen,
here's
man.
What I can tell you.
I mean, I get it, especially back then, man, when Biden was like, I mean, the only reason he was vice president is because he was racist enough to appeal to the fucking far right when Obama was in office. They're like, well, we don't like this black man, but this old stodgy fucking old ass senator, he's got our backs. You know what I mean? Like, that's all that shit was about. So hey,
that life can change just like that. Don't take it for granted. Don't take relationships for granted. I called him after Bo died, and he basically said, well, Bo was my soul. We've talked for a long time. He came to my ceremony.
You know, and that's the thing too, man. It's like, we all know this, but it's worth saying, like, they're all in it together, man. Like, for the like, I would say, except for maybe the very fringe, socially regressive Republicans, besides those guys and some of the progressives who are actually progressives and don't just say progressive shit while doing corporate Democrat shit, like, besides those two groups, everyone in Washington, they're buddies, man, and they try to do things to make sure that they all stay in power and get the money bag, bro. Like, that's what it's all about, man. So of course they're buddies. Like, not surprising in the slightest, you know. And even, I know he's about to shit on him after this shit, but like, they're still buddies, man. Behind closed doors, they're definitely like, haha, and this and that, and oh, we made so much money, and oh, we fucking bet on these stocks, haha, fuck the American people. That's 99% of Congress and the Senate, man.
And said some of the most incredibly heartfelt things that anybody could ever say to me. And he's the nicest person I think I've ever met in politics.
Is that right?
He is as good a man as God ever created.
Man, there were some flowery words, bro. Holy shit. I told you, bro, this man's in love with them, dude. Do not tell me that this man is not in the closet, bro. Come on.
A really gut blow. I think he focuses on what he's got to do, not what he lost. His heart's been ripped out, but he's going to make sure that the other members of his family is well taken care of. And he started talking about his grandkids. More worried about them than anything.
Well, shit, man. He sounds like a pretty fucking nice person when he's not screwing over literally fucking everybody in the United States. But hell, man, a lot of these people too, I think because of the just fucking diseased attitude in Washington, they actually think that they're doing shit that's helpful. They have all the fucking the lobbyists in their ear and all these bad actors who just perpetuate their shitty behavior and pat them on the back and suck their dick for doing it. You know what I mean? It's fucking ridiculous. But let's get back into this fucking article, man. Let's see, where were we? Legislation. Yeah. So let's go ahead and reread this part. South Dakota Senator John Thune, the GOP whip, defended the new legislation, saying it will give GOP candidates a place to land as they get hammered by Democrats on the issue. He said most Republicans favor abortion restrictions. I would expect there would be pretty good support for that among, pro-life Republicans and maybe some pro-life Democrats, Thune said. Those people and literally nobody else. I think even the polls for Republicans showed that like half of them are in favor of abortion, if not more. So they're fighting a losing battle hardcore right now. I also think that because the Democrats have tried to convert this into a one-sided argument that represents their singular view of the world, which is all Republicans are for an outright ban, Thune added, I think this changes that narrative and gives candidates a place to be for something that reflects their views and doesn't fit the Democrats' narrative. So the way that I feel about it, man, is most people are not super tuned in. You know what I mean? When they hear that a Republican is introducing a federal abortion ban, it stops right there. That's all the average person hears and understands. You know what I mean? Which is not good for the Republicans, because I guarantee you when the average person hears this, they're just thinking, holy shit, they're just trying to ban abortion federally outright. I mean, which is is what they're doing, like 15 weeks. I mean, that's not super late. That's not like super late term. You know what I mean? I feel like it's kind of in the middle in terms of like the debate on like what's like a late term abortion as opposed to like, abortion that these freaking weirdos would consider okay, or some of them at least. But that's not going to fly with the American people, man. Let's see. But Texas Senator John Cornyn, a member of GOP leadership, had a different view of Graham's bill. I think there are going to be some differences of opinion, said Cornyn. My preference is to have each state handle those issues. And again, you hear them with the fucking, I know I said we should kill everybody who's ever had an abortion, but now that the polls are showing that position is fucked up, I'm just going to go ahead and say, hey, bro, that's on you. Let's let the states decide. Come on, man. Just so pathetic. Oh, shit. You said, let's be honest, it won't stop at 15 weeks. Of course, man. Well, the hardcore, like, fucking Christian fascists don't want it to stop at 15 weeks, and I guarantee you they're going to be pushing and pushing and pushing as much as they can to get it just fucking outlawed outright. But like I said, I think like about maybe like half of the Republican Party right now is like scrambling to try and figure out what the fuck they do about this, and they're trying to change their messaging because, like I said, it's just so fucking unpopular. You know what I mean? Asked why he thought Graham put forward the legislation, Cornyn responded, ask Senator Graham. Woo! That's not looking good for Graham, man. They do not have his back on this one, man. Shit. North Carolina Senator Tom Tillis said he wanted to focus on inflation. The consumer price index jumped 8.3 from August 2021 to last month, even as gas prices decreased and a potential strike by railroad workers. Again, anything but abortion, man. They're like, please don't bring that up. I fucked up really bad, and I want to keep my seat. Please, no abortion. In Wyoming, Senator John Barrasso, a third GOP member of leadership, said he supported Graham's previous anti-abortion proposals, but would not answer directly when asked if it was politically advantageous for the GOP to be introducing such a bill before the midterm election. The division within the Senate Republican Conference in Washington extended to the campaign trail. Herschel Walker, my favorite fucking crazy person, Georgia's GOP Senate nominee, said he supports a 15-week abortion ban, writing in a statement, "The issue should be decided at the state level, but I would support this policy." Not surprising. If you don't know who Herschel Walker is, he's like a former football star who like 100% has had one too many concussions and is a fucking insane person. I can't believe that he got the nomination, man. Like, you look at literally just a minute of him talking and you're like, this guy needs some help. Like, he needs to be in a fucking psychiatric ward, you know? Like, he's claimed to be part of the fucking FBI for years and years and years. He like never worked for them. Like, he's a straight up nutcase, man. So of course he's supporting this nutty ass bullshit. He crazy, but they worship him around there. Oh, dude, I know, man. It's like he's the football guy. He played football. Go do football. Like that's literally the mindset, bro. That he said, and on top of them just saying, him just repeating the same old tired fucking talking points. By the way, jokes, I'm sorry I dipped out just out of nowhere yesterday. I smoked bud before the stream and it was not a good idea. I could not fucking concentrate, but here we are, back at it again, chugging along. Let's get back into the article. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, so we're talking about Herschel Walker. He said he would support this policy. When asked to clarify whether Walker would vote for a federal bill like Graham's, despite saying the issue should be decided by the states, a spokesman for Walker responded, "Seems clear to me. That's why it says support." I smoke. Yeah, hell yeah, man. That's the way to do it. See, I can smoke and react to the videos, but with the articles and stuff, it's like I need to just be focused so I can read through and remember the shit I want to talk about. You know what I mean? If I had bud, I'd freaking smoke right after the articles, but I smoked it all up. Such is life. All right, but Joe O'Dea, the Colorado Senate Republican nominee, said that he opposed the legislation calling for Congress to pass a bill protecting a woman's right to choose early in pregnancy while providing a sensible limits on non-medically necessary late-term abortion. So damn, he changed his tune all the way around, just straight up supporting freaking abortion now, man. I'm telling you, they fucked up. People are pissed off. I did an article about the abortion vote happening in Michigan a couple days ago. It's crazy, man. Like, people are registering to vote as Democrats in record numbers, especially in states where abortion is up in the air on whether or not it'll get banned, man. Like, they're hurting. They shot themselves in the foot with this shit. You know, it's insane. And I'm glad to be honest with you. I mean, like, it sucks that Roe v. Wade got overturned, but this was kind of like, I think, the wake-up call a lot of people needed to realize that in order for democracy to function, people need to participate in democracy, you know? So it's good to see that they're running with their tail between their legs, even though they've just caused so much fucking anguish and pain in the United States over political points, bro. It's insane. It's insane.